In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the 5 foods that you should stop eating if you suffer from anxiety. Eating the right foods, like those high in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and vegetables that contain antioxidants, can help us fight off many mood disorders, including depression. However, if you eat the wrong kinds of food, that can make symptoms of anxiety and depression even worse. If you suffer from a mood disorder or experience panic attacks, then it is essential to avoid eating these 5 foods. Coffee. A potent stimulant, coffee can often worsen existing symptoms of anxiety and often create anxious feelings in people who don't usually suffer from anxiety. This is because caffeine significantly increases levels of cortisol in the blood, which can make you stressed out. In fact, the relationship between the two is so strong that consuming less caffeine has been linked to less depressive symptoms and a lower risk of suicide. Alcohol. While you may be tempted to drink a glass of wine to help you get through your nerves, drinking alcohol can actually worsen your mood and contribute to your symptoms of anxiety. If you are experiencing a withdrawal, it can worsen your symptoms and affect your nervous system, including dramatically increasing your heart rate. Sugar. Like alcohol, sugar can increase your negative feelings and anxiety. Sugar is known to cause a spike and dramatic drop in your blood sugar levels, which can significantly affect your moods. Drastic swings in your blood sugar will increase adrenaline and cortisol levels, which have been shown to cause panic attacks. Trans fat. Not only is trans fat, but also known as hydrogenated fat, one of the worst foods for your health, but it also does a number on your moods. Studies have shown that trans fat, which is found in many junk foods like French fries and packaged snacks, actually increases your risk of depression. Prolonged consumption of trans fats can lead you to experience more anxiety-like symptoms. Gluten. Many people have found that they have an intolerance for gluten that can manifest in the form of anxiety and panic attacks. Avoiding gluten can help improve your mental health, and removing it from your diet might help decrease your anxiety symptoms. If you suffer from anxiety, you can decrease your symptoms by avoiding these 5 foods that have been proven to make symptoms worse. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you the best foods you can include in your diet to help you overcome anxiety. If you're struggling from anxiety, you may have tried many things to try and curb the stress and worry, but have continued to be disappointed with the questionable result. However, you can often reduce the effects through your diet. Here are the best foods that can help you curb your anxiety and give you a jump start to living your best life yet. Miso. Miso is high in protein and has been used to promote better health for centuries. Miso has become more popular because of its ability to restore gut microbiome, which has been linked to what's known as the gut-brain axis. It has been shown that the healthier the microbiome, the healthier the brain. Early research has been shown that when harmful bacteria in the gut was replaced with beneficial bacteria, the mind was calmed and anxiety decreased. Turmeric. The active ingredient in turmeric, curcumin, has been shown to balance the brain's chemical hormones, including glutamate, serotonin, noradrenaline, and dopamine. Curcumin acts as an anxiolytic, which has been shown to help calm anxiety and depression. Asparagus. Asparagus is high in folic acid, an essential B vitamin, which is necessary for optimal nerve and brain function. Studies have proven that folic acid promotes the increased production of neurotransmitters in the brain. If you have reduced levels of folic acid, you are at a higher risk for suffering from anxiety and depression. Salmon. Along with helping to ease joint pain, strengthen eye health, and lowering the risk of heart disease, omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon also promote optimal brain health. This superfood promotes brain health in the prefrontal cortex, which is where motivation is developed, and the nucleus accumbens, which is responsible for regulating emotion. With control over emotion and motivation regulators, the brain feels less stressed, and it helps to diminish cellular inflammation, which is the leading cause of depression and anxiety. Dark leafy greens. Spinach, Swiss chard, collard greens, and kale help to add essential vitamins to the body and are instrumental in helping to reduce anxiety. These nutrient-dense foods contain high concentrations of vitamins and minerals that the body needs to function correctly. They have been proven to reduce stress and anxiety by providing the brain with folate A, a critical element of healthy neurotransmitter connections. Including these healthy foods in your daily diet can help you manage symptoms of anxiety. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you the familiar triggers that set a panic attack in motion. If you've been in a stressful situation with your heart pounding, your head swimming, and your breathing out of control, then you know how miserable a panic attack can be. However, most people don't realize that panic attacks are always rooted in something specific. Your feelings of stress, discomfort, and trauma during a panic attack are as a result of something from your past that you're being reminded of at the moment. Here are the most common triggers of a panic attack. Stress. Stress and anxiety go hand in hand, and being overly stressed can be the underlying cause of your anxiety symptoms, and the fear will often make your stress worse. Plus, when you are too stressed, you may turn to behaviors that increase your anxiety symptoms, like smoking, abusing alcohol, and abusing drugs. Thyroid gland issues. Your thyroid gland produces thyroid hormones that are important in regulating your energy levels and metabolism. However, if your thyroid gland produces too much of these hormones, it can cause anxiety symptoms to manifest, such as irritability, nervousness, sleeplessness, and heart palpitations. Certain medications. There are certain medications whose side effects could be contributing to your anxiety symptoms and panic attacks. Watch out for prescription medications related to thyroid disorders and asthma drugs. Over-the-counter decongestants and other cold remedies also put you at risk for experiencing a panic attack. Caffeine. Caffeine is a potent stimulant and can be bad for people who suffer from anxiety. The jittery effects caffeine has on your body are similar to those of a frightening event because caffeine triggers your fight or flight response, which can make symptoms of anxiety worse and even trigger an anxiety attack. Drugs and alcohol. There is a strong link between anxiety and drugs and alcohol. Research has shown that people who suffer from an anxiety disorder are twice as likely to have problems with drugs and alcohol. If you have social anxiety and you abuse drugs or alcohol, you are more likely to have severe symptoms of anxiety, as well as other emotional and health problems. If you are experiencing unexplained symptoms of anxiety, it is essential to talk to your doctor to find out what is causing your stress. The good news is that anxiety disorders are treatable. In this tutorial, I'm going to provide you with simple ways to stop an anxiety attack before it hits. A panic attack can occur in any place and at any time. They are often anticipatory, which means that you can often feel the attack coming before it hits. Here are several simple strategies that you can use to stop an anxiety attack before it hits. Find a suitable distraction. If you are starting to feel the typical symptoms of a panic attack, the best thing you can do to decrease the intensity of the attack is to get out of your own head. Finding a positive distraction is a great way to shift the focus away from your anxiety symptoms and can significantly reduce the stress and discomfort that you feel leading up to the attack. You can try calling someone, talking about it with another supportive person, or practice mental exercises like meditation. Slow down your breathing. Another critical factor associated with panic attacks is breathing. How you breathe at the onset of an anxiety attack is one of the main contributing factors to why an attack becomes more or less severe. When you are starting to experience the symptoms of a panic attack, it is vital that you learn how to regain control of your breathing. Taking slow, deep breaths can help your body recover the necessary carbon dioxide to assist you in managing your anxiety. The easiest way to do this is as follows. Breathe slowly in through your nose while counting to 5. Hold your breath for 2 to 3 seconds. Slowly breathe out through your nose or pursed lips. Make sure it takes at least 7 seconds. Go for a walk. For many in the mindset of a full-blown panic attack, walking can become a struggle. However, if you start to notice the early warning signs of a panic attack, it can be extremely beneficial to go for a walk. Taking a walk at the beginning of an anxiety attack will get your blood flowing and help you to breathe more consistently. Walking can also provide you with the mental distraction you need to help you control some of the excess energy that is often associated with anxiety attacks. While there is no proven cure for panic attacks, incorporating the above techniques when you first notice the symptoms of an anxiety attack can help you better manage the symptoms. Your knowledge can also be your power. The top ways to stop an anxiety attack in its tracks. If you're one of the many people in the world who suffers from frequent panic attacks, it might feel impossible to stop them. Fortunately, there are things you can do to help prevent a panic attack in its tracks. Here are some simple strategies to help you quickly end a panic attack and get on with your day. Breathe. When you start to feel your chest tighten and your heart pound, begin to take slow, deep breaths. When your brain signals to your body that it needs to panic, your breathing automatically becomes more rapid and shallow, which starts to increase your panic. Taking slow, deep breaths helps to counter the physiological response to anxiety and fear. Use essential oils. Scent has a profound effect on your emotions. Breathing in the aroma of certain plants like lavender and chamomile can have a calming effect on your mind. When you combine deep breathing with your sense of smell, you can quickly stop a panic attack. To ward off panic attacks, keep a spray bottle of chamomile or lavender on hand to mist the air or a pillow. Focus on an object. No matter where you are when an anxiety attack hits, focus on a single object around you. Study the shape, texture, patterns, colors, and size of the object, and actively describe these aspects of the object to yourself. This will help you pull your mind away from the sensations of a panic attack and stop it in its tracks. Move. When you are suffering from a panic attack, the brain diverts blood flow to your large muscles as part of the fight or flight response. You can use this to your advantage by leaving a confined space and walking. This can help to get your blood flowing again and help to stop your panic attack. Use this in combination with the above methods to maximize this strategy. Repeat a mantra. Mantras work much like focusing on an object. Having a single word or phrase that you repeat to yourself can have a distracting effect on your brain and help relieve the symptoms of a panic attack. The most effective mantras that you can utilize are those that remind you of what you value, like joy, love, or peace, or the name of someone important in your life. Panic attacks are awful things to experience. Using one or all of these strategies can help you stop a panic attack in its tracks.